fine. What was your complaint about No Jumper? You said, Ant, you go first.
I got a complaint?
Well, you kind of made it sound like you were going to.
All right, tell me what I said. I'm a couple of no, I
asked Ant, I'm like, do you have complaints about narratives?
Well,
with No Jumper? You were like, Ant, you can go first, and then I just wanted to know how you feel. Because I do know you have legions of people behind the scenes, on the comment section, etc., trying to basically convince you that you are not being true to your blackness or your Inglewoodness or whatever it may be by coming here.
So we just going to give a little shine because, like, you know,
no,
some people don't care. No, because they're part of the community.
All right, I would say be cryptic because we ain't trying to get nobody no subscribers or no views.
We ain't saying nobody specifically no name, just overall. The chats, they watching. We gotta give them. We gotta give them.
Shout out the chats. The chats go crazy.
So the chats be feeling like, and a few people be feeling like that. Adam be starting a lot of shit, or Adam be doing shit, and they be talking about, oh yeah, you up there, yeah, you don't be holding them accountable. And I'm like, me, like, any motherfucker that watch No Jumper, if you watch No Jumper, like, you pretty much know how Adam podcast, you feel me? And I'm like, I don't really feel that I've been put in no situations, that will falter me to trip or like to check Adam. Like, you feel me? So, motherfuckers brought up their grievances. Oh, well, this situation. And I'm like, what? Like, all right. So that's, pretty much what we was talking about. So, you was like, hey, go first. Like, as if you had a grievance. Like, is this something you want to get off the Adam that you don't like he be doing or you feel that he be doing or something?
No.
Or for the chats?
No. If it feels something specific that you seen that I could piggyback off, but I could go, but it wasn't something specific.
No, it wasn't anything specific. I mean, I already know like what he's talking about is like the main ones that come to mind are like Adam put P-Face Baby on the podcast with y'all to basically make you guys look like idiots because he used to say NK or something. Like, I don't know exactly how that would have worked, to be honest. I didn't like, I admit I up. I should have introduced you guys to him, or I should have thought about like, oh, this guy has said this shit in the past. I shouldn't have just put you guys on camera or whatever. Just we'll give the world a sneak peek. Is that me and Munchie are going to do a podcast with P-Face Baby at some point in the near future to which was actually P-Face Baby's request. Yeah, he said, put me in touch with Munchie. I want to talk to him.
Hold on. But during Gino interview, I requested that. Do you remember that?
Yeah. You suggested it, and I think I mentioned it to him, and then he was all about it. Yeah,
you're right. So my thing is this though. All right, Adam get a lot of slack for shit. Is he messy? I believe so. No, for sure, right? But you gotta put a lot of blame on people that sit in these seats, especially if you gang members. If you can't sit in this seat and then answer questions correctly in the appropriate way, who's to say you can't go to jail and then answer to them police the right way? That's what I'm saying.
You know what it is? It's like when you're the president, everything gets blamed on you. There's an earthquake. For sure. You didn't make the earthquake happen, but eventually you will be held accountable because let's say there's some lady who was supposed to be in charge of earthquakes and she sucks.
No, it ain't a president thing, bro.
You put her in place, so it's ultimately your fault, which is why I take the blame. And at this point, I'm just going to check it out. I don't even give a but I take the blame for things that, like, 4 extras screamed at 6 or 7 Unk in his face. I wasn't even there. I still got to take the blame for it. It's like, I'm just used to this at this point, and especially because there are so many people on this podcast, not you guys. You guys are actually like rare examples of people who don't do this, unless I'll even throw you in there. But there's so many people on this podcast who are, they don't know what the going on. So they basically, it's super easy for them to say like, oh yeah, Adam made that happen. Adam is the reason why that happened. But ultimately, once you're in the situation, yes, maybe I put certain people in a room and there could be tension or whatever. There's a lot, but think about how much of that I don't do. Well, think about how much we've never had ops on the podcast who weren't already pre-decided that they were going to get along.
If you work here long enough, you're going to start hearing all kinds of crazy narratives from fans and
that's what I'm saying. Motherfucker could have been cross some motherfuckers who don't supposed to be in the room with each other. Woo! Like, hey, come up here, you know what I'm saying? And they ain't got to put no flower out, nothing. You come up here, like I said. That's what I just be saying. But like I said, it ain't for me to think for others. Like, definitely when you the one in a moment living it and know what's going on, because you got a lot of for like the shit going up here as a play, and I'll be like, well, I ain't been involved in no plays, so
Right.
I don't know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But I get, and from the outside looking at it, so much of this, it's like you can't write this in the script. It seemed like it is a play. You feel me? So many of the things that randomly occur, like I'm watching it unfold in real time before my very eyes on the podcast, sitting here with everybody. Like, wow, I can't believe this moment is actually happening.
The biggest thing I always get brought back to every time something crazy happens, like this is what went through my head when I saw that suspect had pulled a knife on Brandon,
for example,
or
like
how I
allegedly.
felt when it's like, you know, when I stepped back and was like, holy shit, and Jefe and King Pill just had this really awkward exchange, and then King Pill tried to fight me in the lobby, and we have footage of it. Like so many of these things, I sit back and I'm just like, how the do we seriously got such another such insane narrative to talk about this week? And to be fair, it's been like this for years and years and years, where it just feels like there's always something crazy that happens. You know, after the great exorcism of boys that happened in March 2023, it felt like there wasn't really any drama for quite a while, and we were all kind of almost like savoring that. And then it really came back with a vengeance.
Well, I mean, people still don't believe that I crashed into the side of the building.
What they got to do with the you talking about?
Because that's you would.
That's
think,
a fair point.
I mean,
What do you mean?
because
You
would think it's a scripted event.
Well, I think you did a good job right there calling out your main character
So,
syndrome. but-
so everybody know you crashed into the building?
Yeah,
I never heard of that. Have you heard of Jefe?
Mm-mm.
I
See?
didn't know. Who the know that?
Oh, I
a little reality check for us right there.
I guess
You're
I'm-
more invested in that narrative than anyone
Man,
else.
that's
by far.
between-
How long ago? You just said, you know, I only been on shit
That's
YouTube
what-
for a year.
No, you guys are around during that.
I thought this was like kind of a thing.
I
No,
love
hell no. That's between you and your insurance, nigga.
You and your insurance.
No, there's like,
That's what you added me on insurance, bro.
damn me. There's like hella clips.
So you driving your bitch car? Is she mad?
Nah, it
So
wasn't
ain't no
even-
story in it. Yo,
But I don't think you don't go to the Reddit, right?
Nah, hell no.
You don't go to the Reddit?
No, somebody said something.
You
to
do?
me.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a Reddit guy.
I don't want
no,
it.
that's cool. I feel like if you didn't go to the Reddit, you wouldn't have seen the clip.
But see, I'll be ready for Reddit what everybody else is ready for. I'll be on other shit at Reddit.
Oh, you be jerking it
You
off.
looking at? You looking at?
Jerking it off.
So what you there for, man?
He gonna get the jerking.
Jerking it off, man.
And on Reddit.
So what you there
Grab my
for?
Cetaphil.
Reddit just got some good information.
I know this is a shout
Why
out
was
to
this
all,
under the table? I don't even know.
I know this is a shout out to all the Reddit, you know what I'm saying?
Reddit heads.
So
The Redditors.
So what is Jefe there for?
information.
What
When
kind
I
of
wanna know
information? Because it
certain
ain't.
information.
Leaks.
It depends on what
There's
it is.
hella shit on there,
When I
bro.
want to know certain shit, I might just go to Reddit and type some random shit in and look
So
it up.
so Jefe ain't looking for XXX. He already got that,
What
right?
the hell is XXX?
Nigga, you know what that mean, nigga. We both had cell phones before as kids.
But you could do more than one thing. You could find out about No Jumper gossip on Reddit, and then you could
Right.
also
And
beat
see,
the shit out of your like it stole something
right,
on Reddit.
right.